Well, the main idea behind starting a rice merchandising company is that farmers and buyers very seldom transact at the same time. You very seldom ever have a market where the farmer wants to sell and the buyers want to buy. And our company uses the Chicago Board of Trade to bridge that gap of time in between the two transactions taking place, and also to store the rice that's sold after the farmers sell it. We export over 50% of our rough rice in the U.S., and those mills outside of the U.S. need really a pipeline supply, and most farmers really only want to ship off of their farms between January and March, but the trade needs rice year-round, and that's where we come in. One thing that we do, rather than just being a buyer like a mill that is just simply in it to buy the rice as cheap as they can, we really don't care what the price is. The price could be $20 a hundred, it could be $3 a hundred. All we're interested in is just making our marketing and handling margin and being that bridge between the farmer and the Chicago Board of Trade. And we have a lot of liquidity at the Chicago Board of Trade. It's not just commercial buyers that are just trying to buy cheap and sell high. It's also funds that are investing in trends. And so we help the farmer by bridging that gap, between them wanting to sell and runs in the market, where they can really get their target profitability. Our facility is just, from the ground up, is just massive in scale. Each of our grain bins is 550,000 bushels, and they have concrete floors in them. We have a great ability to control temperature of the rice and to maintain quality for very long periods of time, even into the years. So that's one aspect. Another is the commercial handling systems that we have. We use all AR steel, ceramic impact points. Our facility is really made to run for a very long period of time and can take very long shipping cycles. We also employ state-of-the-art temperature monitoring systems. I think we have over 6,000 measurement points in the whole facility. It's just almost like you're able to keep an eye on just very small quantities of rice at any given time. Now we're licensed for 2,916,000 bushels. We have another 1.2 million bushels that's under construction right now. So once we're finished in September of 2016, we'll be at a little over 4 million bushels of total storage. Our rice lab is using the very latest technologies. We have the latest generation of Biggie John moisture sensors that we're using. We're even utilizing some newer equipment that the USDA is looking at as far as making a standard an indent cylinder type grader for the measurement of brokens in rice. And we really try to stay on top of it to make sure our lab is accurate and also very efficient. Simply because of the amount of trucks that we do have to run through here on any given day. We constantly are looking at the facility, even with a human eye, every couple of weeks. We inspect the tops of all of our bins. We use temperature control, temperature measurement, cabling systems. We have trained graders that grade the rice coming in and going out, and that immediately impacts our bottom line. Grain quality does, so we are very proactive on managing our grain quality. I think what makes us a leader in the field is, we do have great equipment, great facilities, but our people are very passionate about rice. They almost live and breathe it, and we have some of the friendliest, most helpful people that I've ever encountered in the industry. and they're just a pleasure to deal with on a day-to-day basis. And our rice buyer, he looks at these guys as more than just customers. He's been friends with a lot of them for years, and we just really bend over backwards, to try to do everything we can to help the farmers' profitability. We want to be a friend to them. We don't want to be a counterparty in the transaction. We are executing a long-term plan to install new types of sweep systems where eventually there will be zero entry into a grain bin to clean it out. There's really been some leaps and bounds in that technology in the last 5 years, and in our new facility where we're adding 1 million bushels, we're deploying this technology. It's been tested for a couple of years now. It looks really good. There will be just a sweep amount. Literally with a broom, of rice left over. So that need for a person to go into a bin that's being almost empty, full of grain, and possibly getting trapped by a landslide, so to speak, of grain, that need will no longer be there. So we're hoping that is going to be successful, and it'll also reduce our labor need greatly. And it's also getting hard to find people that really want to do that kind of work. It's very drudgerous type work, and we're hoping to retrofit the rest of our warehouse with that technology, and over the next few years when we have the opportunity to do so. This was started in the fall of 2011 by myself as just an investment. I'd been with a rice mill previously, and I'd sold out of it. And this sector of our industry was really interesting to me, and I thought it was a good return, and I thought it was an area where that I could create some value. So it was just kind of a natural fit to me. So we started the process of coming out here to this green field in the industrial park, building our infrastructure. And, 5 years later, things are going really well.